This video is brought to you by viewers like you. Consider supporting us on Patreon.
Yo, what the fuck's up there, everybody out there on the YouTube source? It's good by Papa Tikyo, and oh man, I have some bad news. Not that it's TGI Friday, but look, there used to be this house. There used to be this fucking beautiful, old-ass, disgusting house right there in that block area, and it's gone. It's been crushed. It's no longer there. Fuck, one of my favorite parts about Ikebukuro is that they kept it real with, like, not really renovating stuff and, you know, keeping up old ass buildings. And I loved that building back there because it was like, it was the little house that just decided like not to be sold. You know, they were like, screw it. And probably what happened was that the person who was old that didn't want to sell died, and then their kid was just like, yeah, fuck it, like whoever wants to buy it, buy it. I don't give a shit about living in the middle of Ikebukuro. But anyway, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to another Tkyorants. Right now we're in Ikebukuro and it's about to rain, and so I gotta try to get home quick to beat the rain beforehand. But anyway, how you guys doing? Today I wanted to just whinge about being fat. Just whinge about being fat. I haven't done that in a while. Like today I'm in a bad mood, you know? I'm in a rare bad mood and I'm embracing it. But I mean, like, well, first off, it's like, you know, I sat on my balls really hard when I got on the bike today, so my balls are all kind of just not feeling good right now. Like, I feel like I kicked my own balls, you know, which isn't fun. And yeah, I was supposed to meet a subscriber today, and you know, he fucking, like, I don't meet a lot of you guys in person, but like this guy, you know, this guy has been a follower for a while, and like he just finally moved to Japan, and like, you know, he contributes a lot in the chat and stuff. He's always there in the live stream, so I was like, okay, you know, he got done with his quarantine, I'll go meet up with him, and he's not there. Like, you know, what is it? I showed up at 2, I gave him like a 4-hour notice, I checked in with him before an hour beforehand, and he's dead, you know. I guess he's still getting over jet lag, but I hate it when I go somewhere. I don't do this anymore, you know. I don't go and meet people. Like, they either come to Nakanoshimbashi or I happen to be out, and if they want to meet up, I say I'm not going to promise anything, but I will be in this area. Like, I hate making fucking promises unless it's for business or money. I hate meeting people. Like, I hate the expectations. Like, even when I was going down, like, even when I was like today when I was leaving the guest house, you know, Tetsu's still staying at the guest house, and he's like, oh, I'm hungry, and he means like, can you make me something, you know, can you make me some food because you're a better chef than me? And it's like, nah, dude, like, you know, like, oh, if you're cooking food, then I will cook food too. And it's like, he's just looking for somebody to lead, you know, to like lead him. And I don't know, man, I'm just like, I'm so just done with my own shit, you know. And then it's like, oh, well, I feel bad. I was like, well, I'm gonna go to the convenience store anyway, on my way out today. You want to come with me? And he's like, yeah. And then like, I'm like, ah, shit, I just, like, I haven't checked all my stuff. Like, if I go to the convenience store, I'm gonna be leaving the guest house all day, and I didn't check all the things that I need to be bringing with me today before I go out. And then, well, Tetsu's gonna be fucking waiting for me downstairs, and I still need to spend like 5 minutes to get my shit ready and stuff. And like, why make him wait? And then I feel guilty that he's waiting, and I'm just like, fucking A, dude. Like, I wish you had just gone to the convenience store by yourself. But I don't know. It's just stupid shit like this where it's like, I hate having to be obligated to fucking be there for people. This is why I feel like I want to be a dad, but I don't want to be a dad. Because it's like, you know, sometimes I just need my own fucking space, you know? And it's like this whole week I've just been doing shit for other fucking people, and I hate it. I like being a selfish asshole, you know? Being a selfish asshole is great. No one relies on you, and you don't rely on anybody else, you know? And I understand why, like, so many people are, like, you know, like, so many people that are freelance artists are so fucking, like, sketchy or, like, unreliable. It's just because, like, you know, they always go by the beat of their own drum, so they don't want to move by anybody else's shit, you know? And so, like, when you say, like, hey, can you get this done, or whatever, they, like, take their fucking sweet time with it. And then same thing with, Like my buddy, he's in Africa. In Africa, the only time they had infrastructure was when fucking more civilized, and I don't mean color, I mean like actual civilizations, and it's because of the Silk Road. It's not because of race, you fucking racist. But it's just when like other civilizations, so kind of, you know, other cultures that had civilized past that point had come in and were able to organize shit like building railroads and stuff. And then it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna leave and we're not gonna teach you guys how to use or make or maintain any of this, so bye. And it's just like, yeah, like what was the point, you know? What was the point of any of this shit? But it's just like today I'm just I don't know, I'm just angry at myself. I went to like I was hungry, and so I went to this sushi place, this sushi restaurant that I've never been to before, but I've always kind of passed by it in Ikebukuro, and I went there today and it was just horrible. The food was like expensive and the quality was just shit. But I was hungry and I was tired, you know, like my balls hurt from fucking sitting on them, and like I'm pissed off because the subscriber didn't show up. I'm pissed off that like Tetsu doesn't like want to like he's waiting for me to do stuff. And like he's usually helping me and stuff too, but I really just don't like the indecisiveness of people sometimes, you know. It's like, oh, I guess not. It's like, I'm hungry. Well, go to the convenience store. You're in way better shape than me, dude. My fucking knee is busted. My knee literally hurts every time I fucking climb the stairs. You don't hear me complaining. Go make some food. Well, I'm only going to be here for 2 months. Well, go buy some food. That's still 2 months. Oh, it's Mendokusai. Well, why are you bitching to me, dude? Got my own shit to deal with today. And it's like he did nothing wrong. You know, he's just bitching in general. I just didn't like his attitude about it, you know? What is this taxi doing? I will literally stick my dick in your car right now. I'm gonna do it, dude. Don't try to stop me. Ikebukuro, you're my only friend. Fucking cops. I remember for so long this road was under construction, and they had just like metal panels that went over it, and each time you rode your car over it, yeah, jackass, every single time you rode your car over the road, it was like, it would go bump bump bump, like, you know, it would be like it was back there, and it was so weird because like, how can all these like really thick metals like hold so, like, you know, all these cars, like you would ride on it, it'd be like bump 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 bump, and it's like, I don't know, it's just funny. But anyway, we just went from Ikebukuro. Now we're going back to, we're cutting through. We went through Ikebukuro. Usually we go that way, but we cut through the west or the east side of Ikebukuro, and now we're cutting through Mejiro to get to the road that gets us to Nakano Shimbashi. But anyway, I mean, the whole point is, I'm just like, I think it's just like I'm pissed off because I'm just, you know, what is it? I'm self-pissed off. It's just, I feel like my attention span is getting worse, or at least it's been worse lately. And I'm more impulsive, and I just, even though I'm waking up early and I'm going to the gym, I just feel like everything else is kind of in a mess, you know? Like, I don't really want to cook. I'm not in the mood to cook. And, you know, I'm just, I mean, this weather does it too. I mean, this fall weather has been disgusting. It'll just be hot one day, like 30 degrees. It was 30 degrees yesterday. And you know what it is right now? It's 19 degrees. Like, I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but that drop just makes you super daruya. And it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's just, you know, when you feel bad, and then like when you're feeling bad, you can think of like 10 other things to feel bad about. Like, that's how I'm feeling bad about today. It's like, you know, like you can just bring up all your inadequacies all at once. You know, like I went to the because my subscriber didn't show up, I went to the fat guy shop, and like, you know, like I tried on like, normally I'm a 6L Japanese wise for jackets, and they only had like a X4 or something, and it was just way too small. I mean, it fit on my shoulders and my arms really well, but it's just, the stomach was just too small, and it was just frustrating, you know? Like I want to, like, you know, it's like you want things. I was talking to my buddy Ryan earlier, you know, like we just send each other messages sometimes. And like I send messages to people all the time on like WhatsApp and Facebook. But Facebook sucks because you can only send a minute long. But on WhatsApp you can send like a minute, you know. On Line it sucks. Line deletes all of your fucking voice messages, but WhatsApp keeps them. So, you know, for my, like, I have my friend's brother back in the States who I send messages to. And I have some people in Japan that I send messages to. And then of course there's Ryan Boundless. And, you know, him and I were talking about how it's just like people who say money doesn't buy happiness is fucking retarded, you know? It's so not true. The only people that says money can't buy happiness are the people with no money, you know? Like, that is, like, you know, oh, money can't buy happiness. Oh, yeah, well, try like, having to call your utility company to ask them to give you an extension so you can fucking do that, you know? Ask them to fucking, you know, like, go to the dumpster and look for food that was thrown out by the convenience store, by like that restaurant, because you don't have money, or like the place that uses food stamps is closed, you know? It's like, being poor fucking sucks ass, you know? People ask me like, oh, why don't you like America? And it's just like, yeah, I was just poor, you know? Even with my fucking credentials back home, I would not be living a comfortable life. And even if I did make money, like in a comfortable place, you know, like the rent-wise would suck. Like my buddy, he was working for fucking Google and Facebook. You know how much the rent is in Silicon Valley? And it's not even for an awesome fucking up-to-date house. It's just for a normal fucking house in Silicon Valley. It's just disgusting. And that's why like the Silicon Valley buddies have like, they do the roommate thing just because it's easier. It's cheaper. You know, it's just stupid. At least in Japan, I could get a $600, well not $600, but I could get like an $800 apartment in Ginza or near Ginza. It wouldn't be perfect, but I could get for $800 I could get a small little apartment per month in Ginza, you know, the richest like area of Tokyo. I could do that, you know. That is an option. It wouldn't be super comfortable, but you know, it's an option, you know. And it's just like, America's just disgusting, you know. I haven't been in America for fucking 14 years. It just feels so different, you know. What happened? A car accident or something? Yeah, slow down and just look at the accident. Oh, wow. Oh. That guy just dug into that dude's ass. Sexually. But anyway, I don't know. I've been feeling like, you know, I went to the, it sucks because like, you know, I go to the fat guy shop and I'm limited. There's only one shop in Japan, or at least in Tokyo, that I can buy fat clothes from, and it's called Sakazen. And now I don't complain a lot of the time because Sakazen's quality, like even for their like generic stuff, is pretty good, you know? Like it's like I've bought all my clothing from them since I came to Japan, and they've done good for me, you know? And it's funny, like I saw some dudes on like a hate forum being like, oh yeah, man, like Tikyo Sam's shoes are disgusting. He even puts duct tape in them. Like, what the fuck? I mean, like, these guys are really reaching for the bottom of the barrel of things to fucking make fun of me for. But, you know, one of the reasons I keep these shoes is because they just don't have them here. Like, I could go to 3 different Sakazens, and these are very special because they're running shoes for fat dudes. And the soles on them are so thick and so... I have flat feet, you know? And like these shoes, they're not only like they have really nice thick soles for the ball of my foot, but they're also just very light. And I like that. I like that in the shoe, you know. If I don't want a light shoe, I'll just wear boots or something, you know. And so, and like people are like, why do you do that? And I'm like, I grew up poor, you jackasses. Like, I grew up poor. I don't care, and I don't care what other people think. You know, like I'm explaining for the sake of explaining, not because I feel like I need to make I need to answer that guy's fucking shit talking, but it's like, you know, I grew up with nothing, so it's like yeah, my shoes have holes in them, but they're still good shoes, and like I got these on discount, you know, these were like $75, but it was like a 60% discount, you know, so it's like these are really, and these have been great shoes for me, you know. I didn't realize until I got them that I had such a bad flat foot problem, you know. For so long I would walk around forever and my feet would hurt so bad, and then it's like, oh yeah, no, like you just get those supported arches and balls and you're good, you know. Whew. But it's frustrating to be like, okay, you know, I'm fat, so I need to, like, you know, I only have a limited amount of places to buy clothing in Japan. And, like, you know, it's not just me, fat person, it's like, you know, tall people too. They don't have a lot of, like, you can't go to Uniqlo and buy like a shirt if you're a very tall guy. They just won't have it for people if you're shoulder size, you know. And so it's just like when you have like 5,000 other things to do, it just gets so, like, you know, it just gets so overwhelming. And like this whole week I've been out, you know, like Monday, what the fuck did I do Monday? God damn it, I don't know, like today's Wednesday, right? But like today I went out to meet that guy, and then it's like Tuesday I was out for a boat ride with Ramen Adventures, you know, and then Monday I had to go out. I forgot what I did, but I was out all day that day too. And it's just oh yeah, Monday, yeah, because it's like it's Thursday now. I think it's Thursday, but it's just like, you know, I had to go to my my uncle's place to help him deliver a sofa, or like help him bring a sofa up to his apartment. And, you know, like because the delivery guy wouldn't do it, it's too heavy. And so, like, and we're waiting for like 6 hours, and the guy never fucking showed up. And it's and like then they say it was our fault and that they did come, and we have proof that they didn't come, and then they don't apologize or compensate us in any way. And so, and then I had to go back another like 2 hours the next day, and it's just tiring, you know. Like, you need to be able to recharge your batteries. Like, I don't, you know what I mean, like, props to you guys who go out for like 8 hours a day every fucking day for like 5 days a week, you know. Like, and hey, you know, big props to past me. I used to do it, man. I used to work 6 days a week. I never, you know, for like almost 10 years, I worked every Saturday. No, since I moved to Japan, I have worked every Saturday of my 14 years here. I always had a part-time job on Saturday. And so that meant that I worked Monday through Friday, and then on top of that, I had nighttime jobs, and then I had Saturday jobs. But it's not something to brag about, because I wasn't making smart money. I was making money, but it wasn't smart. I wasn't building skills. I wasn't getting building a career. I was just basically working at a McDonald's, you know. Like, English teaching is not a way. It's not a career, you know. If you want to make it a career, you're not going to make it a career by working at some place. You need to get it with external skills and credentials, like a master's, you know. Not even a TEFL, just a fucking master's, you know. It doesn't even need to be a related master's either, just a fucking master's. But anyway, I just, you know, it's just like thinking about that today, how it's like, I'm so fat that I can't even buy like, they don't even have the jacket I wanted, you know. Like, I remember a couple years ago I bought this beautiful fake leather red jacket, and it was like super gay and you know, Kingdom Heartsy, and I loved it. It was so cool. It had like fake fur on it. And you know, one day I was fucking I was wearing it in the guest house, and the guest house had a big fucking dirty ass puddle on the ground. And yeah, and I fucking, like, everybody was coming in and out of the fucking toilet, and then I accidentally dropped it in the big fucking disgusting puddle in the toilet, not the toilet, but in the bathroom, and just like, you know, and I was just so frustrated. That was like a day where I was also frustrated, like today. And it's just like, you know, and then, like, you know, and like, you can't really wash a fucking leather jacket or else it'll peel. But I did anyway. It started to peel. And then it's just like, you know, and then I got fatter, so it was harder to, like, I couldn't close it all the way. And, like, you know, it's like, and I bought that jacket for like $100 on sale, you know. And I loved that jacket, and I left it in LA, and Cortland probably threw it away, which he should have. But man, I just, you know, it's just one thing after another. But it's my fault. I've been out all week, you know. I bet if I was down, like, if I sat down, I just fucking chilled, it would be okay, you know. But I don't know. It's just like, I know what I want, I just don't know how to get it, you know? Like, you ever have that feeling, like, you know what you want, but you just don't know how to get it? It's like, what do you want, Tico? I want a good apartment on the fucking, and like that's the thing too. It's like, you know, people are like, well, you know, if you're never happy with what you want, or you're never content with what you want, then you're never gonna be truly happy. And I think that's the opposite. I think we should always be trying to strive to have something more, you know, to get something more, and more than we have. I mean, that is, we like, you know, it's like George Clooney said in that movie Up in the Air or whatever, like, we are sharks. If we're not moving, if we're not growing, we are dying, you know? Like, you look at all those people that retired, you know, like, how, out of all those people that retired, how many of them fucking got Alzheimer's? And it's like, or like, you know, like, it started having dementia more. And it was when they just stopped working, when they stopped having stuff to do, you know, when they stopped having obligations. It's the people that, you know, the people that are still like strong into their senior years are the ones that are constantly doing shit, you know. They constantly have stuff that they're doing, you know, projects that they're wanting to fulfill or whatever, you know. And yeah, anyway, I don't know. I'm just like, I want, like, you know, what is it? I want to be in better shape so I can do more physical stuff, you know? Like, I want to be able to go and climb Mount Fuji. I want to be able to fucking swim in the ocean. You know, I want to be able to fucking be able to walk long distances. I want to be able to start doing martial arts so I can do martial arts videos for YouTube, you know? It's just all this shit. Like, I want a hot girlfriend just to simply piss off people on the internet. A hot Japanese girlfriend, you know? Like, I want you know, I want people around me that are doing stuff, you know, that like inspire me. Like, everybody I'm around right now, they don't inspire me to shit. They just make me think, like, they get me frustrated because I see kind of a reflection of myself where they're just wasting their life. But unlike them, like, I know what I want. And like, I'm just, I don't know, I'm around this mentality I realized at the guest house that I've been around my whole life, which is just kind of like, well, trying stuff is scary, so I'm just going to very, very shittily half-ass everything and then hope it works out, and then when it doesn't, I'm just going to blame other people. It's like basically a whole guest house full of Andy Sons. That's all it is. And these people are nice, by the way. They're not bad, but they're not dependable, and they're like, you know, they're just, like, they wanna dream very small, you know? And it's just like, again, like with the ADHD though, it's like, you know, I have all these things that I want, and then I'm like, oh, a squirrel, you know? Like, I forget, and it's just like, maybe I just need to up the dosage on my ADHD meds, or maybe I need to take more time to kind of like meditate and chill and figure out what I need to do. You know? Like, the way I thought of it is that, like, there's, you know, you gotta kind of think about yourself. Like, I forgot where I heard this, but it's like, when you're thinking of yourself as a successful person isn't just thinking about themselves. They're thinking about their families. They're thinking about their friends. They're thinking about their employees. Like, they're thinking about the people that rely on them, rely on them to be on their shit, you know, and to be on point, and to have their shit, like, you know, be reliable, pretty much, you know. And so it's like, a lot of these people that are just like, yeah, whatever. I mean, like, they don't really have that feeling of somebody relying on them to be the man, you know, to be in charge. And so I think that's like another reason why a lot of people are just kind of like, yeah, what the fuck, whatever, you know. Hi. But anyway, that's all I gotta say about the war in Vietnam. Today was a funny, stupid rant, but I had a good time. So anyway, thanks guys for chilling and hanging out. I think it's gonna rain any second, even though I said it was gonna rain earlier today, and it never did, but it said it might rain later, so. Anyway, you guys stay black. I'll talk to you later. Peace.